Hey guys, Scott back again with a new beer dissection video. What I have today is Elysian Space Dust IPA. I'm sure I'll have better pictures popping over my shoulder here to show you the label for those of you who are interested in that type of stuff. Not a new beer, but what's interesting is, with all the beers I've had in my life, even way before starting this channel several months ago, I've had a lot of obscure beers and from crazy places, but then some of these that used to be very popular, this one's still pretty popular, but ones that used to be very popular just went over my head. I don't think I've ever even had this before. But Elysian Space Dust, I think they were bought out. I know they have a few breweries across the country, like in Colorado, California. They may even have it on the bottle here. But I think they were bought out by Big Beer, maybe even AB InBev, I don't recall, because you can find these so readily available now in most, even your grocery stores, that I gotta believe it's AB InBev. But if it's not them, it's one of the other big boys. It says Elysian Brewing Company, Seattle, Fairfield, California, Fort Collins, Colorado, Cartersville, Georgia, Merrimack, New Hampshire. So they're like all over the place. This one is coming in at, I just saw it 2 seconds ago, at 8.2%. So this is definitely going to be a whopper. This is kind of like in double IPA territory, even though it doesn't say double IPA. And they have an experience by date, June 23rd of this year. I'm filming this in late April of 23. So I'm going to say it's pretty fresh, okay? So again, Elysian Space Dust IPA. Again, they've been around for a while. Some of you, it looks like there's a hop guy or character on there. But again, I don't think I've ever had this. I like trying beers, and it's almost embarrassing to say I haven't had it because I know it has been around for quite a while. So let's crack this bad boy open. Okay. Wow, it's a good sign. I just, some of these beers I just pop open. I'm getting it must be down breeze of the bottle because I get the hop aroma already. Okay, so I'm going to pour this into my regular kind of tulip pint / Spigler glass. It kind of looks like a hybrid of the two. Okay, I'm not going to pour the entire thing in here. Okay, so what do we have? A nice tan head, pretty tight bubbles. Looks like it's going to support itself pretty well. Again, I'm still getting the whiff of the hops, which is nice. We kind of the medium gold color. It's pretty clear, a little chill haze, but nothing bad. Especially with IPAs, you always expect a little bit of it. This isn't brewed with any wheat, but sometimes you're still going to get some particulate or polyphenols from the hops and things like that. If you've watched more than 2 videos of mine, you've heard me say this before. But reasonably clear, a little chill haze, kind of that medium gold color. Okay, so let's sniff the aroma here. I'm getting kind of a light citrus, kind of orange peel, mandarin kind of aroma to it. Maybe slight tropical fruit with some pineapple. But I think more citrus. I don't think they tell me what hops they use on this. Sometimes that gives me a little clue. Oh, no, they do. Chinook to bitter and late additions of Citra and Amarillo. So that would make sense, okay, with some of the citrus, orange. Okay, slightly dank. But you kind of almost like a little bit of sometimes on some of these hops, I get like a little bit of a bubble gum aroma, at least what I perceive. It may, some other people may or may not pick up the same thing. But citrus, light orange, like I said, orange peel, slightly tropical fruit-like, maybe a slight pineapple, things like that. Just very subtle, kind of layered aromas. Malt profile in the aroma. Maybe a little bread crust, white bread. We're looking at, kind of a gold color. So we could start broaching a little bit, probably into a little bit of a light toast. but not too much. More white bread, if anything. Okay, but you can see the head's even holding up pretty well here. Okay, so let's take a swig of this. Oh. Still citrus, kind of like a candied, like one of those orange sugar candies you kind of get, because there's definitely some residual sweetness here. At 8.2, I'm even getting, as I'm sitting here continuing to talk, a little bit of heat from the alcoholic warmth. At 8.2%, we are in that wheelhouse for that potentially happening. Kind of medium carbonation, kind of medium to full-bodied. But you do get that little zing of that alcoholic warmth and bite. And then it smooths out a little bit. You're kind of left again with that kind of candied orange peel type of, orange candy type of, you know, there's sugar-coated orange candy sometimes you get that are chewy. Kind of has that kind of flavor to it. But nice. But again, you know, if you like your citrus kind of IPAs, you'll like this. There's probably a little pine to it, maybe from the Chinook. So I'm kind of getting on this last swig I just took, little pine, but nothing overbearing like if it was bombarded with a lot of West Coast hops, Pacific West, Northwest hops. But pretty nice. Like I said, but you get that, again, that residual sugar sweetness with that citrus orange kind of candy. Little pine on there on the back end. But again, pretty run-of-the-mill. I mean, I wouldn't say this is like, you know, it's nice. I mean, if I had it, it's pretty good. But nothing really stands out with it. I mean, it's not like I'm getting, you know, blasted with, you know, fresh hops and things like that, flavors and aromas, even though they said they're adding some late addition hops to it, of Citra and Amarillo. You know, I'd give this a, you know, B-, C+ range kind of IPA. You know, I try to compartmentalize my ratings because, like, if I was handed this and I know it's easily available, sometimes I'll give it a knock up. But I know there's a lot of other IPAs, especially this day and age with IPAs, double IPAs, New England IPAs. We're bombarded with IPAs by everyone, that there are ones that are out there a little bit better. But if you like a kind of a hybrid between an American IPA Northwest with a little pine, some citrus, orange, this is a beer for you. It's a little bit of a booze bomb, being at 8.2%. So definitely drink this carefully, but it's just kind of like a run-of-the-mill average, hence why I kind of give it that B-, C+ kind of range beer. But, you know, it looks very nice. You know, it's maintaining some, you know, head, even what's left of it, getting some ringing there. But other than that, that's it, guys. So again, Elysian Space Dust IPA, it's been around for a while. First time I've had it, definitely first time, and you know, especially since I've been reviewing these beers. But kind of just an average kind of run-of-the-mill beer. I would not stick my nose up at it if it's given to you at a party or bypass it. I would take this over many different beers. But there are better ones out there, especially coming from a lot of your local, you know, nano farm breweries and things like that. But again, orange, white bread kind of malt, maybe light toast malt profile, citrus, slight tropical fruit with a little pineapple maybe thrown in there, piney, just to kind of summarize the beer, just so you know what you're buying if you happen to get it. But it does have some alcoholic warmth to it because it is sitting at 8.2%. All right, guys, until the next beer dissection, Elysian Space Dust IPA, and I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.